Hey everybody, welcome back. Just a quick update on the next couple steps I got done on the HO scale layout project. As you can see, the track is now ballasted. It's still drying. I just soaked it in isopropyl alcohol, I'll probably touch it up a little bit. But once I actually do the scenery, it'll blend in a little better. So we'll get these lines a little straighter. But that's it for now with that. The other thing, as you can see under here, I got two wires attached. These are both soldered to the track right around here. So one is going to be eventually for the DC controller and one is going to be for the DCC controller. I'm still debating on what to use for a DC controller. I'm thinking an Apollo panel mounted controller. I really like those, and I really want to have this layout with as minimal wires as possible hanging off of it. These will actually be connected to a panel where I'll have everything, all the controls on one panel. The NC power cab is what I'm going to use for a DCC controller. Now with that, you will have the one wire hanging off like a telephone wire to go to the handheld controller, but it'll be all right with something just like that. And then I'm going to wire, or at least mount in a surge protector underneath, and then everything will just get plugged right into there, and that'll get plugged into the wall. Call it a day. I just want this to be minimal wires and easy to display. Right here, I picked this up at Home Depot on Saturday. It's just a toggle switch. So this will get mounted probably in the middle somewhere, so I can go back and forth between DC and DCC control. I grabbed a 3-light switch. Not sure I'm going to use them all. I just didn't want to be without enough for it. I'm going to use this for lights for the layout. So one of these switches, this will be just mounted on there like that. I got the cover for it that'll go on the panel, so we got that. But this will just probably go on the right side and be used for lights. So I think one's going to be for like street lights. Maybe, I don't think I'm going to do crossings in this, but one will be for street lights. One will be for interior lights, because we're going to go through our many HO buildings that we have here and start putting some of them to use. So we'll be able to use another switch for that, and then maybe I'll put lights. I'm going to do some sort of mound in the middle, so we'll use lights for that. As far as the ballast goes, I'm using Woodland Scenics medium ballast. I feel like this is a better size for HO. Purchased at Esther's Hobby Shop for all your train needs. Please go see them, Millville, PA. Stop in, definitely for scenery. They got all kinds of this stuff. So we got that done so far. Got our wires attached. Eventually, around the border of the layout, there is going to be the control panel on this side, and then we're just going to have plates all the way around. And then I'm going to try to figure out what we need for legs for this. Might leave it on this tabletop. This is just an old restaurant table that we had that has worked out pretty well for a workbench for this thing. So might just leave it on that for now and then figure out the legs later. But who knows? We'll see. That's pretty much it. I want to try hooking these up to a controller, at least just something to get it going. I mean, even if I use the power jacks like you guys see me use. But yeah, we'll get it going. We'll get it working real good. So next thing, I got to get I'll probably do the panel next for this. Or maybe I'll go through my buildings and figure out what the next scenery is. But either way, those steps could be done either or. So I am going to put one of these on, as I said in my last video. I was going to wait to ballast the track till I got the panel done, but I realized that I can just hook this right here where these power leads are at. So I drilled holes under this already. So when the time comes to mount this to the panel, I'll just drill a hole, put this through, and then run the wires up through and just connect them right here. Now this is only for an additional DC controller, just in case something goes wrong with the Apollo one, or you want to plug in like a handheld one. One thing I want to see if they have is like Bluetooth DC controllers where you could like plug a receiver in to this and then be sitting across the room and be able to control it. So that's something maybe that doesn't exist. I don't know, but that's something I was gonna kind of look into, or even just do a longer wire and hook it up to this, so you could sit further across the room. I mean, I have wiring to use, so maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know. But this is where we're at. So this is the Four Seasons HO scale layout project if you're joining us for the first time. So it's going to have some real hard lines between the seasons. It's not going to be a gentle fade. I haven't seen many of these on YouTube, so we're going to just try to do this as original as possible and you know, make it a nice space to run HO trains, because there's just so much stuff coming out right now that I just want to have a decent space to run it when I want to. And you know, I already have a ton of HO locomotives. Some need work, some are pretty new, but you know, to be able to have a place to run trains continuously was my main point with this layout. So check back in the next one. We'll see what we get done between now and the next video, and we'll go from there. So if you're not subscribed already, please do that. Give it a like, give it a share. I know it's pretty basic stuff. Most of you probably already know the stuff I'm doing, and I'm not telling you anything different, but for those new to model railroading, I hope these videos I make can be a help to anybody. I got back into this game after a long break, so I'm kind of learning as I go too. So if I can share that with you at all, I hope that you can learn something from my channel. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.